We're going to start this class in child's pose. Bring your knees to the edge of the mat. Extend your hands long. Rest your forehead on the ground. Take several breaths here. Just feel your body sink into the ground. Take this time to clear your mind. Be present and ready for wherever this class may take us today. On your next inhale, come to a tabletop position. Bring your knees together, hands underneath your shoulders, and shift your weight back. We'll move through dancing lines. So circle your shoulders around your wrists. Nice big movement. Don't think about it too much. Just move your body in a way that feels good to you. And now shift directions. And we'll do one more. And come to center. Extend your left leg out and your right leg. Hug your belly to spine. Reach your arm out. Find length here. Reach around, tap your foot and back. Tap your foot and back. And we'll do one more. See if we can grab onto that foot. Press foot into the hand. Lift your sternum. Lift your gaze. Push the floor away. And release your foot. Extend your arm out long and your leg. Place your left hand on the ground. Circle your right leg out to the side and place it down, toes pointing forward. Here we'll shift our weight back and forth. And move with your breath. And now find stillness and walk your hands out and come into a puppy stretch here. Let your chest drop to the ground. Hollow out your torso. Thread your left arm through. Reach your right arm forward. And see if you can pull your shoulder blades away from your spine so you feel this nice stretch in your back. Place your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Place your left hand down. Inhale, lift up your right leg and circle it all the way around and touch the left side of the floor. Circle up and around, tap down to the right, and now tap over to the left. One more time, tap to the right and left. And extend your leg back. Place your right knee on the ground. Inhale, extend your right arm and left leg. Push the floor away, engage your core. Tap your your left foot to your right hand. And tap, circle around, and tap. And then this one, we'll see if we can grab our foot, kick foot into hand. Lift your gaze, draw your sternum forward, and carefully release your foot, extend your arm long, place your right hand on the ground, circle your left foot over to the side, place your toes pointing forward, and we'll shift our weight back and forth here. One more time. Extend your arms forward, stack hips over knees. Let your torso drop to the ground. Now hollow out your torso, press into your left hand, thread your right hand under, place your right shoulder on the ground, peel your shoulder blades away from your spine. And place your left hand on the ground, place your right hand on the ground, square off. Inhale, lift your left leg, sweep it around, tap over to the right, and up and around, tap to the left and to the right. Left and to the right, and then we'll square off. Place your left leg on the ground. Tuck your toes, bring your hands out just in front of you. Lift up to turbo dog. Knee or chest is to knees, or thighs rather, chest is to thighs. Drop your heels and come into a downward facing dog. And just take a moment here and let's pedal out our dog. I always like to, that first down dog, to pedal it out. Feel a nice stretch along my calf muscles. Come onto your tippy toes. Walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Push the floor away. Ground your feet down. Take your opposite elbows. Bend your knees. Ragdoll. And you can find stillness or you can sway. And just listen to your body, see what feels good to you. Feel the weight of your torso. Just bring your whole back down. Open up the whole back side of your body. Now ground your hands down. Walk your feet slightly in. Ground your right hand down. Bend your right knee. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Gaze at your hands. You can stay here or take a bind. Wrap your left arm around and hook it onto your right leg. Release the spine. If you have a bind, place your left hand on the ground. Bend your left knee. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Gaze at your right hand. You can stay here or take a bind on this side. And release the spine. Reach your arm up and plant it on the ground. Inhale, halfway left. Lengthen your spine. Engage your quads. Feel the stretch along your hamstrings. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up. Breathe in, fill up your lungs. Bring your hands to heart center and place them alongside your body. Shut down your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose and sigh out of your mouth. Inhale, sweep your arms up, open up your eyes. Exhale, fold forward, lead with your chest. Inhale, halfway left. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Push the floor away. Shift your weight forward, come through chaturanga. Arms only hit a 90-degree angle before you press up to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, sweep your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hips, scorpion dog. Come onto the tippy toes of your left foot. Shift your weight forward, bring your right knee out to the side and tap your right elbow, and then return to scorpion and shift forward and do that again and return to scorpion. Bring your knee to your nose, cheetah, push the floor away. Shift your weight onto your right hand, let your hips fall to the right, take your left hand and reach it up. Your knee is still hugged in. Exhale, plant your left hand on the floor, extend back. Place your right foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Open up, open up, open up that hip, scorpion. Come on to your tippy toes of your right foot. Swing your left knee around. Tap left knee to left elbow and swing back up. And moving through that again. Tap and up. Square off your hips. Bring your knee to your nose. Cheetah. Shift your weight to your left hand. And drop your heels to the back. Reach your right hand up. And plant your right hand down. Extend your left leg back up. Place your left foot on the ground. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Bring your knee to your nose. Plant your foot. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Stack shoulders over hips. You can bend your back knee. Lengthen up on your exhale. Gaze at your back. Reach your right hand to the back of the room. Gaze at your right hand. Circle your arm down, back around, return to crescent. Drop all the way down. Rest your left knee on the floor. Inhale, sweep your right arms up, low lunge. Shift your weight back so your knees are more in a 90-90 position. And twist. Gaze at your right hand. And circle your right hand down and around. Shift your weight forward. Place your hands on the ground. Ground your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Circle it back around, shift your weight, flex your right foot. Drag your heel to the back of the room, lead with your chest. Just breathe here. Shift your weight forward, take your right hand and place it on the inside of your right leg. Point your left toes towards the back of the room. Reach your left arm up and around. Gaze at your left hand. And shift your weight back. Circle your left arm around. And then move forward. And circle. And move forward. Hold this pose. Plant your left hand on the ground. Square off your hips. Place your right hand on the outside of your left leg. Tuck your toes, lift your sternum, draw your shoulders down and back. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Shift your weight forward, chair pose. Swing your arms back, come onto your tippy toes. And release, chair pose. Swing back and chair pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Step your right foot back, crescent lunge on the opposite side. Shift your weight forward, stack your hips. You can have that back leg bent if that feels better to you. Engage your right glute, feel a stretch along the front of that hip. On your exhale, bring your left hand to the back of the room. Gaze out over your left hand. Inhale, sweep your arm up and around, return to center. Lower all the way down, drop down to your knees for a low lunge, gentle landing on that right leg. Shift your hips back to more of a 90-90 gaze at your left hand. Look at the back of the room. Inhale, sweep your arm up and around. Return to that low lunge. Shift your weight back for a runner stretch. Lead with your chest. Just breathe. Drag your heels to the back of the room. Inhale, shift your weight forward, low lunge. Plant your right hand on the ground and come to a twist. Ground your left hand on the inside of your left leg. Point your right toes to the back of the room. Shift your right hand up and over. Gaze at your hand, modified extended side angle. And now shift your weight back, flex your left foot, circle up and around. Circle, shift with your weight, move with your breath. And we'll do one more circle up and around. Reach forward. And now plant your right hand on the ground. Square off your hips. Place your foot between your hands. Lift your back leg. Lead with your chest. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Shift your weight forward, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, or jump back, however you want to get back there, to plank pose. Shift your weight forward, lower all the way to the ground through your chaturanga. Settle in here, tense your fingers to the outside of the mat. Inhale, roll up, squeeze your glutes, press them into the ground. On your exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, roll down. Extend your left arm long. Bend your right leg. Roll onto your left hip. Gaze at the ceiling. If you rest your head on the floor, a little shoulder stretch. And now roll back to your stomach. Place your right leg out and come into a frog sphinx smash up here. Ground your forearms down, draw your sternum forward. Flex your right foot. Now release down, place your right hand on the ground, thread your left arm through, circle your right arm up and around, and see if you can grab onto your left foot. Gaze out over your right hand. And circle back around, come back to the Sphinx frog combo, and bring your right leg back, Sphinx pose. And release down, tense your fingers, inhale, roll up, exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up, and exhale, roll down. Extend your right arm long, bend your left leg, roll onto your right hip. And roll back to center. Place your left leg in frog pose and come onto your forearms. Left foot is flexed. Press your hips into the ground. Roll your shoulders down and back. Draw your sternum forward. Now lift up your left hand. Thread your right hand through. Grab onto your left foot. Circle your left arm up and around. Gaze at your left hand. And return to your Sphinx pose, however you want to get there. Tuck your toes, come to a forearm plank, nice strong plank. Bring your left hand over to meet your right. Drop your heels to the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up, press the floor away. Exhale, plant your right hand down. We're back to our forearm plank. Bring your right hand over to meet your left. Drop your heels to the right. Reach your left arm up. And place your forearm on the ground. We're back to our plank pose. Place your right hand on the ground and your left. Shift your weight back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Place your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Lead with your chest here. Drop your back knee. Sink deep into this pose. Let your right heel roll out to the right. Maybe you wiggle around a little bit. Ground your left forearm down. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and around. Roll off, bend your left leg, roll off your kneecap. Grab onto your left foot. Press foot into hand, hand into foot. Draw your foot close to your glute. Feel a nice stretch along your quad. Circle your arm up and around. Now you can hang out in lizard pose, or you can try this fun balance pose with me. I just like to give you options. I'm not actually sure I can do it on this leg, but I'm going to give it a go. So you're going to take your right arm, or your right leg, wrap it around your right arm. You're going to hug in, so you're creating a shelf with your hands, and untuck your toes, and you shift forward and bend your left leg. Not very pretty. I'm going to show you my left leg because that's my stronger leg here. So I'm wrapping it around, grounding my hands down. I come up, I tuck my left foot in, I shift my weight forward, and I bend my leg. So give it a try. We're all on our right foot, but like I say in many classes, and if you're in lizard, that's fine too. We can hang out in lizard. Balance poses, you always get one side before the other. For me, it is always my left side. And there are some that are still really challenging for me on that right side, but I always still try. So if you can't get one on one side, definitely give it a go on the other. And now we will place our hands back up, tuck your left toes, step your right foot back, shift your weight back, downward facing dog. And just pedal out your dog here. Inhale, sweep your left foot. Place your left foot on the outside of your left hand into this high lizard. Wiggle around a little bit. And then when you're ready, drop your back knee. Roll onto your left pinky. Place your right forearm on the ground. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and around, grab onto your left foot. Feel a nice stretch along the front of your quad here. And release the spine. Place your left hand on the ground. Square off your hands. Shift your weight back so you can go into lizard or you can play with the balance pose on this opposite side. Hook your left foot over your left arm. Lift your back leg. Hug your left foot in and then shift forward. And find a little flight. When you're ready, you can come out of it. And we will all meet in lizard pose. Place your left hand on the ground and your right. Tuck your left toes, step your left foot back, and return to downward facing dog. Ground your left hand down, take your right hand, reach over, and grab onto your left foot. A little twist, down dog twist. And place your right hand on the ground and now reach your left hand and twist to the right. And place your left hand on the ground, come to your tippy toes, walk, step, hop, however you want to get to the top of the mat. Come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Step your right foot back. Externally rotate your right foot to about 2 o'clock. Lengthen your torso. Inhale, exhale, hinge at your hips. Shift your hips to the back of the room. Lead with your chest. Pyramid pose. And feel the whole back side of your left leg open up and stretch. Take your left hand and thread it on the inside of your left leg. See if you can grab onto your right foot. Take your right hand and grab onto your right foot. So we're in this little bit of a pretzel. It feels nice and good. It's another twist for us here. Lots of twists today. And release the spine. Step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up. Step your left foot back. Externally rotate your left foot to about 11 o'clock. Inhale, lengthen, hinge at your hips. Lead with your chest. Pyramid pose. And breathe in. And take your right hand and bring it into the inside of your right leg. Grab onto your left foot. Take your left hand and twist and grab onto your left foot for this twist. And the opposite side. And release the spine. Step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take your right hand, wrap it underneath your left arm, your left your right arm wrapped underneath your left arm. For eagle arms, bring your right knee up, stork pose, and then shift back to warrior three with eagle arms. Slight bend in your standing leg. Inhale, rise up. See if you can return to stork and then cross your right foot over your left for eagle legs without placing your leg down. If you need to place your leg down, go ahead and do so. If you fall, that's okay. Just get back up. Don't take it too seriously. It's just yoga. One more breath. Release the spine. Take a moment to recenter yourself. And cross your left arm underneath your right for eagle arms. Draw your left leg up, stork pose. Shift your weight back. Warrior three legs, eagle arms. Inhale, rise back up, stork pose. Cross your left knee over your right, eagle legs. And release the spine, return to mountain. Breathe in and out. And bring your hands to your heart. Extend your leg back, warrior three. Ground your right hand to earth or block. Extend your left arm up. You can bend your left leg for a little twist here. Revolve half moon. Bring your left hand to your heart, square off your hips. See if you can lift your right hand to meet your left and return to standing. Ground your right foot down. Reach your left leg back. Ground your left hand down. Earth or block, bend your right leg. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Gaze at your right hand. And whoop, I fell out of that one. That's okay. And return to standing. Ground your feet down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit in your chair. And twist to your right. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Release the spine. Inhale, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to your left. Gaze at the ceiling. Release the spine. Reach your arms up. Breathe in, fill up your lungs. Bring your hands to your heart. And we'll lower all the way down to a toe stand. If you need to, hold on to blocks on either side of you. You can do that. Otherwise, we're balancing on the balls of our feet. And then release down to your seat with control. Extend your right leg long. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over. Reach your right arm high and hook your right arm on the outside of your left leg. Gaze out over your left shoulder. Release the spine and switch sides. Inhale, reach your arms up, bend your right leg, and twist towards the right. Inhale, breathe in, reach both arms up. Nice, tall staff pose here. And then reach your arms as far forward as they can go before you lower or let your back round down. And I like to move in my forward fold so I can get a little bit deeper into it. Just helps me open up. You can find stillness here. Let your body relax, and every exhale, you just feel the weight of your body getting deeper and deeper here. And then roll up nice and slow. Bend your left leg and your right leg. So my right leg is crossing over my left, sitting in a nice tall pose here. Ground my right hand down, and I'm going to reach over to the left. And now circle up around, ground my left hand, reach over towards the right. Reach both arms high, and then fold over my legs. And walk your hands up, and we'll just undo our legs and switch sides. Cross your left over your right to the best of your ability. If they don't cross perfectly, that's okay. Just whatever feels comfortable to you. Ground your hands down, sit nice and tall. Reach over to the right. Inhale up and around to the left. Reach your hands high and fold forward. And then walk your hands back up. Release your legs. Place your hands behind you and just let them drop to the left and drop to the right. Lift up, bring them over to the left. And this time we'll find our way to a 90-90 position with our right leg forward. Walk your hands all the way over to the right, as far over as you can twist. Ground your right hand down. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and over. Press your left hip forward. Feel, stretch in your psoas. And I'll circle around and we'll switch sides, 90-90 with your left foot forward. Walk your hands all the way over to the left. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Push your right hip forward. And circle back around. Square off your hips. Extend your legs long. Reach your arms long. Tuck your belly in, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Bring your right knee to your chest, cross it over your left side body, circle your right arm up and around. I know we've already been in this position today, but I love to close class this way. And roll onto your back and switch sides. Hug your left knee into your chest. Cross it over your right side body. Circle your left arm up and around. Gaze over at your left hand. And return to center. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knee to your nose. Release your head down. Extend your legs long. Let your feet fall out to the side. Tuck your shoulder blades under, palms facing up. Breathe in through your nose and sigh out of your mouth. Shavasana. When you're ready, start to bring awareness back to your body. Tiny little movements. Bend your legs. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Feel them grounded into the earth. And drop your knees over to the right. Press into your left hand and come to a tall seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Smile big. Breathe in the fun and playfulness of a creative flow. One more final breath. Inhale in. And on your exhale, we'll bow together. Thank you for joining me today. See you in the next class.